now the honors college people can go get dessert. The last piece is Lysistrata by Aristophanes. The women of Greece realized that they have the power to change the future. Considered the first anti-war play, Lysistrata convinces the women of Greece to deny the men sex until there is peace. In this scene, the men receive the ultimatum. Our version adds a little help from Motown.
Up, up, come on, men, let's get to it.
Slow down, for Pete's sake. I've got a pebble in my sandal that's killing me.
A pebble? Cry me a river, bub. My toga's been twisted funny around my armpits ever since we began this forced march. This maniac here wouldn't let me stop to fix it. 2 minutes I asked for, 2 minutes, but no. Now I'm black and blue from all the chafing.
Bunch of sissies, bunch of panty wastes. You don't deserve to call yourselves Athenians. The fate of the city's at stake, and all you two can think about is your withered carcasses.
Or maybe it's a bit of glass. Is that blood? I'm bleeding!
Why, when I think of our former glory.
You know, ever since my wife left me, I've been able to figure this thing out. It's just
The way you against the barbarian hordes.
There's some kind of extra talk or roll or something. I don't know.
One and one for all.
I think that's actually blood. My blood!
That it has come to this.
Now on top of Tygo cataracts and this new allergy to root vegetables, I'll be crippled for life!
Unmanned by women. The indignity of it.
You know, maybe if I just do this, it'll... If I
Hey! Will you two quit your belly aching and listen up? This is the situation. Our gold is being held hostage by a bunch of old biddies. We're out there, shaking our fists in the air, while they're in the vault, lolling around on our money bags, filing their nails and doing crosswords.
For shame! For shame!
Why, it makes my blood boil.
I am vexed indeed.
Irked and vexed, mightily.
Well, shall we do it, gentlemen?
You betcha! Yes-sirree, Bob, by cracky, we will!
Do what?
Smoke the Hellcats out!
Smoke the Hellcats out! Let me at him. Where do we light up?
There'll be no holding this firebrand back.
That's the spirit, fellas. We'll show them what it takes.
Try and stop me. Try and stop me.
Okay, ladies, bingo, I think is this way.
I know. Mary Jane and I have this.
Are you what?
We got trouble, ladies. What's this?
Well, what have we here?
Looks like a bunch of John Philip Sousa groupies. What's with the lighters, boys? Where's the fire? Or rather, where is it?
Oh, you think I won't take you on? I'll take you on.
Yeah, if you think we're gentlemen who don't dare to rough girls up, you've got another thing coming.
I'd never left to that assumption.
No, it'd be impossible to make that mistake. When did you last take a bath, leaky pants? That's at least yes.
I'm warning you now, ladies. If you mess with us, you're throwing caution to the wind.
Yeah.
We're in trouble with a capital T.
Yeah? And that rhymes with B. And that stands for bullshit!
That tears it. Come on, men, fall in. We'll teach these she-devils a lesson. Ready? To arms and light!
Ladies.
Well, just so...
Totally.
Uncalled for!
Yes, uncalled for, underhanded, really. That's soft. Totally.
Are we gonna let them get away with that?
Not on your tintype.
Not on my nickel, bub.
Stand aside, fellas. This ain't gonna be free.
Aw, can the balloon juice, Grandpa? If you so much as squeeze in my direction, you'll be singing soprano.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, says who?
Says me.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, well, who's gonna stop me?
Me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that so?
You're cruising for a bruising, old man.
Well, give me one good reason why I shouldn't knock you in the next week, you toothless old freak job.
I'll give you 5 good reasons proven correct.
Are you as turned on as I am?
At least.
I still guess we got some snap in our gardens after all.
Apparently. And there's a lot to be said for toothlessness when it comes to you know what.
What? Oh, you filthy minx.
What the heck is going on here?
You're special, sir.
Everything's under control.
Excuse me? Under control? The Athenian treasure is in the hands of a rabble of women. And my entire police force consists of a trio of wheezing nitwits who can be held at bay by a bunch of menopausal geriatrics with squirt guns. Under control?
Well, you just don't quite understand how perfidious these women can be.
They're tricky. It's the wily, instinctual mind of the she.
I don't understand this one in particular. It's very,
Felice Blaine-esque. You don't want to know what we're dealing with here.
You know what? Shut up! I'm surrounded by imbeciles. Is there anyone on this Acropolis who isn't a complete jackass? So you're the ringleader, are you?
Oh, I suppose so.
The little lady we have to thank for all this bullshit?
You're welcome. It really was a pleasure, much easier than I ever could imagine. If all I know would take a modicum of intelligence and determination, I'd have struck the slaughterhouse long ago.
Slaughterhouse? It's the treasury.
Slaughterhouse, treasury, what's the difference? It's all men can ever think to do with money, fund their wars.
Oh, I suppose you with your vast housewife's knowledge of money could do any better?
Housewives know a few truths you exalted politicians seem to forget. For instance, we spend our money on our children too, but we hand them meals and books, unlike you who hand them swords and daggers.
This is typical emotional blackmail, but then again, that's all you girls can ever resort to.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps we do feel it more. After all, we're the ones that have to stay in, closed behind shutters in our houses in mourning, listening to the lost echoes when our loved ones have died in your wars.
I can't expect you to understand the higher principle at stake.
Whatever.
What we are defending. Your spirit is too tiny to appreciate what we do for you.
Yes, really knock yourselves out for us. And you get some little thanks in return. We should really send you bouquets of black flowers for every wasted year, every hollow hour, every shudder of fear and messenger knocks. Garlands, wreaths, and chaplets of blackness would pile your halls, lie like black snowdrifts along your marble corridors, till every day you had to trudge the rotting, stinking, wasted vastness of our gratitude for all that you've taken from us. Our lost youth, our spent and useless love, all that we have lost at your hands. Thank you. I speak to wise mothers everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're gonna get morbid, there's no talking to you.
God forbid I should mention death to a warmonger, or how uncouth of me, like mentioning sex to a whore.
Whores where?
squandered my city's great fortune on machinery of death. It's time you went on a diet. No more gold, no more blank checks. We have other plans for our riches.
I can't believe I'm even bothering to discuss this with you. You know nothing of politics. You have a brain the size of a flea turd. And how dare you stand on your hind legs and scold me on how I conduct affairs of state? It's preposterous. We're at war, woman. Stand aside and make me a sandwich.
Yes, that's your favorite tune. I've heard all my life. Shut up and don't ask questions. We're trying to win a war here. Every woman has had to bite her tongue 1,000 times when men come home from a long day gassing about when, but never whether, attacks them happens to enemy or not. And when asked such unchecked aggression as why, we are told now is not the time. It never is time to listen to any voice other than your own. Until now. Because it turns out we do have something you want. It just never occurred to us that we had options for whether to let you have it or not. But we do. And we refuse to bring any more children into this world to fodder your wars. The choice is yours. It's up to you.
It's utterly unnatural!
Is it? Unnatural prize life over death?
No.
Peace over havoc and conquest?
No.
No, sir. The system you have imposed on us all these years was unnatural. Left to their own devices, people will never choose your mayhem and sorrow. All any people have ever wanted is an option to love and work to the best of their abilities. It's the same everywhere.
I choose to believe our Athenian destiny is special. I am proud to breathe the rarefied air of this most exalted of nations.
Perhaps at my washtub, I don't snuff the same petty air as you do. But from what I've seen, people don't differ too much place to place. There are assholes everywhere. You're thinking these parts, certainly. Also hatred, knowing, loving at the end of every drawn sword. If Athenians were as special as you make them out to be, we wouldn't hold other people's lives so cheap. We'd be more enlightened than that. And perhaps we can master our own egotism. We might find that only people singing our praises weren't just other Athenians. But that's somewhere down a very long road. In the meanwhile, we'll be keeping all the assets shut tight and all the vaults frozen, including this one.